Hey, what is happening? All you righteous RevHeads, Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to Australia. We are doing a race. This is the Panania race, and I've been able to, after I put the bigger slicks on it, I've been able to carve out at least a 20-second lead on these guys. Oh, a 21-second lead. And it's been a tough race, to be honest with you. I don't know how I made 20 seconds up. I don't know how I got ahead by 20 seconds because it was tough. My car sounds like crap and the shifting is horrible. But for some reason, I'm been able to limp this thing around the track for almost 9 laps. And managing at least that 20-second lead. So that's pretty amazing, if you ask me. I did bounce off a guardrail one time. That was in the very beginning, but was able to come back and pass a couple of guys. I mean, it was like the first lap was a battle. I should have had you guys watch that battle. It was a pretty tough battle at the very beginning. But once I got past them and got into my racing line, I was good. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's all it is getting into your racing line, getting into that mindset and just going for it. Knowing where to, hit those apexes, knowing where to cut those corners just a little bit more. And in this car here, I've usually had to go down to just a second. This one, I have to hit first. Cut across there. Probably not fair, but hey, it still helped me. Whoa, I almost clipped that wall. It still helped me with that 20-second lead over the second place guy. So yeah, I've been battling it, and then it got dark on me, so then I put the headlights on and realized my headlights aren't very bright. Why? Because I was a dodo head and went with the air intake headlights, which honestly don't do you a bit of good at night. You need full headlights at night. So I wish I would have kept those on there. I didn't know I was going to be racing late into the evening. That's okay. Also, out on a big oval, I was able to take the Magura back out, and there was one race, the reverse race, that only had a silver trophy in. I took gold in that baby. I love the Magura. Magura is just a cool car. It really is an easy driver for me out there on the big oval. It really is. This is gonna be a beast to try to figure out how to get out on a big oval, because I need that transmission. I need that transmission to work really well. Gotta figure out the horsepower again on this one for the next race. But as Coupling Rhino said, I wish I had known in the very beginning. I probably would have kept most of my cars. I did sell a few. After I raced with them, I said, I'm done with them. I'm done. I went ahead and got rid of them. Maybe I should have kept one or two of them and just kind of tinkered with them to do all the races. That way I'm not constantly looking in the newspaper for other cars. So right now the Panania here, Panania, it's going to be my car for the next few races. Yeah, I should have shifted. I should have downshifted a little bit. I'm 24 seconds ahead, and I'm nearing the finish line, so I'm not really caring too much. But yeah, I should have kept a few of the cars that I had. I mean, I got rid of my first Valleja. My first Valleja, I got rid of that. I got rid of that sucker. All right, come to the finish line finally. That was a long race. There we go. Ooh. All right. Tons of prizes. Tons of prizes. All right, so the Panania, I got the gold. Okay, so now the next one in this race is the Booth and Bang at 600 horsepower. We got to practice, and we did Dawanja. That's good. Magura, we're done with for right now. The convertibles. I haven't done the convertibles yet, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about it. Maybe I should have got the convertible Panania, and then I would have been good. But oh well. All right. So that's, God, she's a little abused, as you can tell. Yes, I did put the wider slicks on it, which helped tremendously. Tremendously. It helped out. So we're good with that. I'm going to give it a bath. Got the bodywork done. Water's good. Oil. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Air pressure was spot on. If I had a little bit more air pressure, I probably would have been a little bit better off. But she stuck it well in the corners. And I was actually quite happy with the way it handled. I just wasn't happy with the performance of it. Of course, I'm looking at only how much horsepower are we looking at here? Our max end was 400. So 400 was the maximum we could have gone on it. So we drove it down to 372. Okay, so oh, that's not what I want to do. So today I'm going to get this thing. Let's finish this sucker up. Let's go get some rest first because it is, I'm tired. I am tired. Slicks are no good on the dirt, that's for sure. So my thought today is I need to go back and take a look to see what the next, I think the Booth and Bang, right? The Booth and Bang at 600. So maybe the Booth and Bang is the next car to come into the garage and get some love. Okay. So yeah, let's see here. Out at Gutta, let's go back to Gutta real quick because I love this racetrack. Okay, maximum horsepower is 1,000 there. So the race reverse, this is the one I had just done and won with the Magura. 1,000 horsepower, my Magura is running 1370 something, so I can't use that. And then I have the Panania with a maximum horsepower of 550, 8 laps. Okay, so that's what we'll kind of look at right now. Going back out to the big oval. Now, to put this thing, okay, this might be interesting. Definitely going to need some more horsepower. What I need, I don't know yet. I'm going to stick with the slicks. The slicks are at 97%. I think we'll be all right with these, especially with the horsepower, because we're not going to like take those corners real hard. So I think we'll be all right with that. Okay, so wow, drivetrain is okie dokie. Okay, this setup, I don't know if that setup's going to work. I feel like I may need something else. So I'm going to have to take a look. The sparks are going to have to come out. Fuse box, fix that. So the sparks are going to have to be redone. Turbos, I'm going to have to go larger with turbos, I think. Whoa, man, it kind of, that bad boy took a beating. Better profile on that too. So we will, what was that horsepower? 500 horsepower, right? Air cooler's good. Whoa, my wing took a little bit of a beating. Must have been from that corner. Okay. Let's go with my blower first of all. Let's remove that. These are all low profile. Cannot fit because of the scoop. Oh, okay. Scoop is gone. Now, let's go ahead and see what I can do with an air filter. Oh yeah. Boom, that looks huge. Okay, so what's my horsepower now? Probably over, oh no, 476. I have to go 500, right? I have to go 500. Oh man. Remove those. Let's go with brand new racing sparks. 489. Okay. Turbo. Got the 250. Let's get Magura is a 350 with the combo on there where we got to 219. Okay, so if I took the racing sparks out and went with the lower racing sparks, where are we at? 506. Ugh. Okay, so not so much. And I think the, okay, so turbo 350, that's a 250. So if I took the 350 out, what else do we have? Panania is a 380, Magura 350, 249, nope, 300. Maybe that'll do it. Sitting at 491. Okay, let's do a tune. Do a quick tune here. Oh, I'm way off. Yeah, I'm going to be over. Yeah, that's what I thought. Dang it. Okay. So I had to 300. Let's drop that back down to the 200. Drop that back down to 250. The Wella is a 250. Okay, now that is 506. I'm still a little high. Racing Sparks 87. Remove those. Do I have anything? Ooh, 81. Where are we at now? 498. Okay, we've got it. Now I'm not sure of the transmission. Really not sure of the transmission. So, how much fuel do I have? How many laps was that? How much fuel do I have? I gotta have a tank. Okay, so out at Gutta, do the Panania. 550. Wait a minute. 550? Oh, I can do more. 550. Heck yeah. I thought it was 500. Hello, horsepower. Okay, first and foremost, let's go ahead and take out the racing sparks. Put a brand new set in there. Where are we looking at? 523. If I were to remove one of the turbos and put that Wanja 360, no, Malaya 250, 249. Where's the 300 one at? That's what I was looking for. 300. There it is. Let's put that in. What do we got? 539. I can go bigger. 539. Okay. So let's remove that. Let's go ahead and go with the Panania 380. Where are we at? A little bit too. Okay, so 380 is too much. Okay. Okay, so we'll go with 350. 360. Let's try that one. 555. Okay, with 555, let's... I wonder. It's only 5 over, right? So I could retard this a little bit to 549. All right. Looks like I got myself a race car. All righty. With that being said, let's take this out to Gutta and see just how well we're going to do. 550s, we got 8 laps. I think I want to try and do a practice real quick just to see where I'm going to set. So let's do a quick practice. Wait a minute, this looks like a drag strip. This is a drag strip. This is not what I was looking for. Okay, hang on. This is time trial drag. This is not what I wanted. I wanted oval. See, now the Panania is 400. What the heck is going on here? Maybe it's the big oval? Big oval. That's what I'm looking at. Panania at 550. Going for the big oval. The small oval. Dang, that's what I was looking at. Okay, 400. Dang it. 15 laps. Oof. That's horrible. Okay, let's go big oval. Let's go. We've already got the car built. Let's go with the is that straight up. So let's go do a practice real quick, see how we're doing. Hopping out way too early. Got 5 gears. I have bottomed out to Speedo. All right, I'm looking to hit a 47, but I am like way off. But with this much horsepower, I really feel like '59. I'm not even in third place with this sucker. $550 horsepower. Yeah, see, I'm not even hitting silver in this one. So this might be interesting. I may not have the car I think I do. Yeah, 54 is about the best I'm going to do around this track. Yeah, so let's go ahead and slow you down. Okay, I'm going to stop the race. All right, so in practice, didn't do too bad. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. 8 laps. That was 3. It was real quick. 550 for the Panania. I'm going to go ahead and bet the 10 grand. Why not? And we'll see what we do. If it's horrible, then I'll have to come back. Whoa, right off the gate. He jumps it right off the gate. I really thought this was going to be a very slow race. Do have one guy that's creeping up on me. Oh yeah. I don't know where he's at. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle, I tell you that. Hope he taps me and crashes, because I'm out of gears. Oh man, this is going to be a battle here. Hopefully I can hold him off. Nope, he's coming at me some more. So I'm going to have to get a different setup, that's for sure. Oh, I think he crashed. Oh, I think I took out the crowd. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's so mad. All right, now if I can stay ahead of these guys, I will be okay. All right. Third lap into 8. Wish me luck. All right, we are on lap number 8. Like you saw, I'm about 3 seconds ahead of the second place guy. The guy I wrecked at the very beginning, I believe he's in third place. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to rewatch the replay, but he was making a comeback. I mean, the whole group was actually making a comeback, and then there was a crash, and then the second place guy kind of broke away from the pack and was trying to catch me. Like every once in a while, like a 0.6 of a second, he was gaining on me. I'm sure if this was a 25 lap race or so, he would have me. He would wear me down. The third place guy back there though, he's been creeping in there. He's been coming up on the second place guy pretty quick. There we go. All right. Whew. All right. So we've won that race. So we've got, okay, so now we have to go back to the regular oval. And I've got to detune this thing down to 400. Okay. Gosh. So that's, trying to do that with these cars is, oh my gosh, almost ridiculous, right? Not much damage done. So that's going to be interesting to try to figure out. I did have 400. I mean, yeah. So, up here you go. The biggest thing was to take the blower off. So let's go ahead and fix it and remove it. And then we're going to put the low profile bad boy back on. And then that should put us at 438. What else did we do? We messed with the turbos. So we've got a 250 there. Gotta remove that one. Let's put the 300 on there. No, the Walle is a 250, right? So that puts us at 413. Okay. Racing sparks. Let's go 87%. 400. Now it's right at 400, but now I haven't tuned it yet. So tuned it. Where are we at? Oh, that's not too bad. It's retarded. It's back by 1, so I think we'd be all right. So I was so close on the last race. I don't even know if I should attempt to do this race or not. How are my tires? What's my tire wear? 96%. Okay, so I think they're going to be pretty good. 95%, 96, 95. Okay, yeah, I think we're good with the tires. But it is getting late, and I think what I'm going to do is try to do this off camera because that is going to be a long, long race. So yeah, what have we done today? Well, we took the Panania and we've bumped up to 550, brought it back down to 400. We've won a couple of races with her. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone so far. Some of the things I have done in between episodes, parts. I was so sick of having all the parts that I had. So I went through and I dumped any parts that I wasn't going to use, right? Spark plugs, I left a bunch of them in here just because I mess around with these. I mess around with a bunch of them just to try to get your horsepower to where it needs to be, right? Interior engine blocks, I got rid of a couple of engine blocks that I had. Brakes, went down to just these two racing brakes. Filters, of course, oil filters are always a necessity. Some of the other air filters I kept around. The biggest thing was sway bars. I got rid of most of my sway bars and my tires. Got rid of all my tires. They were all a little bit worn, but I still have some rims. I got 3 pages of rims with tires. So I haven't quite gotten into those yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to need some off-road tires or not. And maybe I need to take a look at this right now. I'm alone in a desert. I believe we've done everything. What is the mine? We've done... Yeah, that's a practice. The RevHead. So I've got to have something built up for the RevHeads out there. So that's going to be... That's going to be interesting. I think that was one of my Olea trucks, I believe. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the only off-road I think we're going to be doing. Back road, we've done Duga. Duga Mine. What do we have left on Duga Mine? Duga Mine has like this hard dirt. So you could probably do dirt tires or street tires out there. Shadow Run. Haven't done a Shadow Run. That's interesting. 520. And of course, a RevHead. And I don't even know what this one's going to be. Convertible, I have one. That's it. So yeah, we are really finishing up the very few races. Man, it's going to be a long time coming, but this series going away. We're getting close to the end of this. Maybe we'll go out next episode and kind of track down some of these guys and just drag race them with the Magura. Love that car. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it, and we will talk with you very, very soon. This is Quayzar saying good night, everyone, and I'm out.